Hello there. Welcome to part 3. Another talk, another podcast, another meditation. And this is part 3 of a 3-part series. There's a page, I've mentioned this in my talks, but I've made a new page at the bottom of the categories on my website, lovelightfamily.com. And at the bottom of the categories is a brand new page, and it's a page dedicated to part series, for talks that have got more than one part to them. And so all these 3 parts of Two Hearts One Soul will be on that page. Another similar part series talks that I do. But yeah, here comes part 3. Two Hearts One Soul. And if I look back to these 3 parts, because I remember what I've been speaking about in the 3 parts roughly. I've really been explaining in more detail, in my tarot readings that I do for the collective consciousness that you can see on my website as well at the top of the homepage. I mentioned that the people that are awakening the most or ascending the most, they are the examples to the twin flame. But these talks have been going. These Two Hearts One Soul have been going into more detail. Into regards to the connection between the healing journey and ascension and the twin flames. And really, Two Hearts One Soul is what I've been saying in these talks, that the system, no one else is saying it. I've not heard anyone else say this. No, I just realised that this is what they're trying to stop. I believe that the true 1% knows about ascension and twin flames and that stuff, and I believe that it's like a race to stop this. But my talk won't get banned for saying this because they don't see this as a threat. But that's what I believe the real threat is. It's the awakening, it's the twin flames. But they're not going to let the system, they're not even going to let AI know that. Because they don't want anyone to know the secret, that is what they're wanting to stop. Planetary ascension. Because people ascending, if you think of ascension, you think of the state, you think in your mind of energy orgasms, kundalini, like twin flames, this romantic alignment, this bliss that ascension offers. I strongly believe that that's the real agenda, to stop that. But I don't even think the people that you think are like in charge even know that, because the true dictators, not a lot of people probably knows about them. I don't even know who they are, but I know that they exist. And I think I believe, this is just my theory and my belief, so I don't know anything. Although I've had my own unexpected spiritual awakening, but that's what I believe that they want to stop. You see? So basically what they want us in a confused state. So that the chi is all messed up, so you're creating illnesses. But I do believe that, and I think that I've not heard anyone say that apart from myself. That it's the twin flame, it's the ascension thing that really they don't want. Because obviously ascension means you cannot control them kind of people anymore. But that's ultimately what's happening. We're going through an ascension awakening path. And the twin flame thing, soulmates as well, because you've even got soul consciousness, which is, you've got twin flames and you've got soulmates, but then they're all part of the same soul consciousness. You know, I mentioned before about group marriages. I mean, that's already existing, I know, in some countries. So that gives you an indication of where this is going with the twin flame thing. It's a romantic pathway. It's a very sexual romantic pathway. Very tantric. And yeah, I believe that the real core of the system, not the people that you think are the system, but the people that we don't know about. I don't even know about them. Who are maybe, you know, they because you can't control people like that. But like I say, YouTube won't see this as what I'm saying as a threat, because their AI is identifies with certain things you say, and they won't identify with twin flames as being a threat. But it is. Because it means when people are like, for an example, there's videos on the internet you can get, and it's females having like energy orgasms. When she's in that state, is she even caring about anything that the system says to her? No. All she's caring about is the way she's feeling at that moment, right? She's, you know, lost in the bliss. That's what they want to stop. That's what they're frightened of. It's like a romantic love, sexual bliss, where love is the forefront. And that is the source of all life, and that's what I believe they're trying to stop. That's what I believe they're trying to stop. Because when I had this unexpected spiritual awakening, one of the questions was I asked, why didn't I have this before? And that's because it's engineered that you weren't awake before. My unexpected spiritual awakening came 10 years ago at the age of 24, and the rest is history. And then I get new spiritual awakenings all the time. But yeah, that is something I've been going on about lately, and I'm guessing probably the last year. That's I've not heard anyone else say that. They all talk about all different things, but I do believe that what they really want to stop is the twin flame thing, this romantic spiritual ascension thing that's happening. Because like I say, once you've got, not even the masses in that, once you've got half the population like that, you ain't going to be controlling them. You know, they're just they're just so preoccupied with their own thing going on that you're not going to get through to them. You know? Because like I say, they're having too much fun. And I do believe that is the real thing that they don't want to stop, because they know that once that gets out to enough people, that what the Ascension Road offers is so blissful that the system, it can't compete with that. You know what I mean? And the system is like a narcissist. And this narcissist, you know, narcissists are very fearful. You know, they're just fear itself. You know, demons, jinn, Wetiko consciousness is what the Africans call it. And they're basically just talking about fear. But this Ascension Road and the Awakening Road, after you've been on it for a while, you realise that it's all the same force. It's like a movie. That's what it is. It's basically a movie. And the baddies and the goodies are all part of the same movie. You see? It's all part of the same film. It's all part of the same dream. It's like a game, like a computer game or something. And once you start to manipulate the game, you start to tap into your heart, then you start to steer your reality in a more abundant and fruitful way. And in regards to the ascension road, like I say, the twin flame, the soulmates, the romantic, there's a romance that's happening with those that are on that pathway. So basically, it is like two hearts, one soul, because you're healing within your heart. You're being heart-based. You're healing from within that space. And that's where the light is. That's where God is. So it's like a room of all different lights, but they actually think they're separate, but it's one infinite light. One infinite 528 hertz love frequencies. You see? And that's what God is. You can have your concepts and everything, but there is a force that even if it's a dream, produces a dream, or whatever you want to call it. And that force is, the closest representation of it is the heart. If you tune to the heart chakra, that's the energy between soulmates and twin flames, especially twin flames. Because you see, the twin flame journey isn't just about aligning with the other half of your soul. It's about aligning with source again. You see, returning back to that. You see, it's a journey back to that. Mediums say that heaven, where people go when they're spirits, they say that that's the energy of the heart. That the people there, it's a different vibration. It's a more loving vibration. Now, I'm not saying that's true or not true, but a lot of mediums do say that, and people have had near-death experiences as well. So this is in connection to what I'm talking about, because the heart energy is connected to heaven, twin flames. It's all connected, you see. So maybe when you're connecting with twin flames, or you got heart-based, you're actually connecting with the higher powers also. You're connecting with heaven, connecting with God, you see. So that's why when the two people are heart-based, they become one soul again. So that's not only alignment with the twin flame person, but it's also alignment back to source, back to God, back to heaven. And then what you're doing, if that heart is connecting you with heaven, like near-death experiences and mediums say, you're going to create heaven and earth. You see? So the trick is to be heart-based. The inner pathway, the awakening pathway. That's how you spiritually awaken. I spiritually awakened because I sat down and had enough, but unconsciously, I was heart-based for the first time, and then it ignited the awakening. I didn't know I was doing that at the start, but that's what I was doing. And I share this information so that people can awaken in an easier way, that's less dramatic as my one was. And just like David Icke says, infinite love is the only truth, everything else is an illusion. And I'm just going to leave it there. For latest updates, talks, news, research, and much, much more, please do check my website at www.lovelightfamily.com. Thank you.